Dr. Elie Klein, Esther's youngest son, will now share a few words with us.
I had great difficulty over the last couple of days thinking what to say and doing my mother justice in terms of being able to speak her properly. How can one summarize somebody's long and productive life in just a few moments? So I just decided to talk about her, and hopefully I can do it justice. I ask her to be mochel me if I say anything or if I leave anything out. I was trying to think, what were her aims in life? Well, what would she have thought her aims in life were? I think she had two aims in life. The most important for her was to raise an educated, committed family and to see her children being successful. And I think along the way, she also was transmitting her experiences in the Shoah, and her life was a Kiddush Hashem in that way. She was very sharp, bright, articulate, mostly self-taught, very direct, told you what you thought, did not pull punches or anything else. If she had something to say, she said it. For the past 9 or 10 months, since she was a little bit sicker, I actually had the bittersweet opportunity of sharing a lot more time with her, taking her to doctors, taking her for chemotherapy fairly often. But she faced the adversity with a real emunah. And over Pesach, I was talking to her, I said, Mama, are you upset about what's happening? She says, well, this is what Hashem wants. I'll accept it. She says, I'll fight it as much as I can, but I'll accept it. She never lost her sense of humor during all those doctor's visits. Why do I have to wait? At one emergency room visit, we was sitting there. I think she scared the young resident with her cough. I'm sure all of you know her cough. And she said, the resident said to her, Mrs. Klein, how long have you been coughing? She said, oh, a little bit over 80 years. And she never lost her dignity and her kavod. I unexpectedly lamed on Shabbos, and I had quite a bit of difficulty laming some of the psukim. The first time that I cried was when I read Vayinachem Yitzchak Acharei Imo. The Mefarshim say, well, what was the nechama for Yitzchak? It was Rivka. Acharei she'ha'isa doma le'imo b'ma'asim. And I think that was not only a nechama to me and my brothers, the fact our spouses, but it was a nechama, I think, for my mother, knowing that she was sick and loving all her daughters-in-law as they were daughters, and all her grandchildren's spouses were the same as her grandchildren. The second time that I cried was when they were talking about when Avram died. And he tried to say, "What was a king who surveyed?" Shira lo banim, uvnei banim, v'haya v'tova, v'chava kol yom, is what the Radak says. I think that's two different pshatim. One is that she was able to see banim uvnei banim, and great-grandchildren, but also that she was v'tova, v'chava kol yom now, that she retained her dignity all her life. And the third time that I cried was when Koroso, Yitzchak v'Yishmael Bano, also talking about Avraham. The fact that the three of us were sitting at her bedside during Yitzias Neshama. And I hope that she took comfort in the fact that we were there. And I hope that we continue in her good works.
We'll now hear from Elie Klein, Esther Klein, one of Esther's daughters-in-law.
A number of months ago, Mom was talking to Sid, my husband, and she had a tendency to really be able to open up when she talked to him. She brought up problems. To me, she brought up the good stuff. And she asked him a question. She made a statement that really blew me away. She said she wasn't sure that she had accomplished anything in her life, really. It so unnerved me that I sat down to write a very long letter to her, which I sent, and which I hope gave her some way of looking at her life differently, because I don't really know anybody who accomplished very much more than she did. And so words down are directed to her because I do believe that she's here listening to us. And I'm paraphrasing. In Perkei we are told, "B'shlosha dvarim b'kiso, b'chaso, u'b'koso." I would like to add a fourth thing, please. I think you know a lot about a woman when her daughter-in-law requests to give a hesped in her honor and in her favor, and saying some really wonderful things about the woman who was, for all intents and purposes, my mother for 42 years, and that I didn't have one. Since we're going by numbers, I'd like to mention 3 things, Mom, that I will never forget you for and that I will always thank you for. I thank you for always keeping your door open for me. I always knew that I had a place to go in your house. Let's not take that for granted. It's not Muvan Me'elav, as they say. For the last almost 2 years, I've been going to New York every few months to take care of my father and his needs. And I never have to ask Mom, can I come, can I stay? I just said, Mom, this is where my plane is going. And it was understood that I'm going to come. I had a key, let myself in, I had my room. And I had to worry, was this convenient for her? It was understood. I needed a place to stay. I stayed with her. Number 2, I'd like to thank you, Mom, for showing me by example how never, ever to give up when you believe in something. And number 3 has 2 parts. I want to thank you for being such a wonderful grandmother to my children. You only had one grandmother, and you took the place of 7 or 8. You were wonderful to them. You gave them things that nobody else could ever give a child. And in doing so, you taught me how to be a really good savta. I hope so. My grandchildren will be able to tell you if I am or not. But you gave me somewhere to look at as an example, and I really thank you, Mom. You will be very, very, very missed, but I really don't feel like you're leaving me. You're just a part of me, time I need to think of what would I do, I just flip back in my memory and you always had something to say about it. Thank you for all of this, Mom, and for much more. I will always love you and I will